that's why I don't want to get married, because I know that women have these expectations, and I'm not doing that till I got bread, dog. I'm not wasting 3 months of 3 months of work, 40 hours a week, 40, 80, 160 a month times 3, so 480 hours of work. I gotta break my back for 480 hours just to buy you a ring. Eat a what?
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and you have not subscribed.
What do you hate the most about dating?
Men don't put in any effort.
No effort. They just.
I thought you were just gonna leave it at men.
Men don't put in any effort.
No effort. They just expect us to just have everything ready, and they have no plan ever.
Like, buy me flowers.
Yes.
Buy me coffee.
Suck my
Come
dick.
to my house and bring me coffee, and let's go out on a date. Doesn't have to be crazy,
Yeah.
but just plan something.
Yeah.
So is it that men aren't interested in doing these things, or
Yes,
are
yeah.
you just, you know, choosing the wrong men?
No, I think
Both.
yeah, both. They're lazy.
Yeah.
So these guys that you're talking about, have you already slept with them?
Yes.
Well, I guess like in a relationship, yeah, because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. But we don't know if all guys are like this, or if are we settling? Do no guys put in effort? Is this like a common thing? We don't know.
Well, it's definitely not every man. That's one thing that I've known for sure, that you can never speak in absolutes about anything whenever it comes to the human species. Look at this dude in the back looking at their ass. So yeah, most of them are dogs. But that's one thing that women need to learn, is that like men are dogs. Like we are fucking beasts at heart. Like we I mean, all of us are, but we are just horny little fucks that will do whatever the hell we have to just to get some pussy. And I think women need to start learning, just start training us. Like, if you want romance, if you want flowers, if you want dates and this and that, give us pussy for sure. So that means we start catching on a pattern. We're like, oh, if I give them flowers, I get pussy. Oh, if I take them on a date, I get pussy. Oh, if I compliment their outfit, I get pussy. And it will incentivize us to do something nice for you. It's like a win-win. We balance each other out. I think women just need to start doing that. Like, if you really want a man to do something sweet for you, well, first off, you have him locked down, because if you don't have him locked down, he's just gonna go find it from someone else. But as long as you got him locked down, and as long as you bring value, a man will do whatever the fuck he has to get your pussy. He will do whatever the fuck he has to fuck you. I think women just need to start realizing that it's, women, if you look at the world like that, women definitely control the fucking world. Men built the world, but women control the world. And I think that's fair. I mean, we balance out, like I said, yin and yang. And women, like, y'all just have lost the complete power of your pussy because you're just too brainwashed by feminism. You think that you just deserve men to fucking just give you shit. Like, no, that's not gonna work. I mean, you might find some men, but they aren't gonna be the man that you want. Like they're saying, like their standards are low whenever it comes. Well, their standards are high, but since their standards are high, that means they're getting shit men, because the men that they are getting can get anybody else just like them. So it's like there's nothing really special. But as long as you got them locked down, then a man will do whatever the fuck he has to fuck you.
Sure, but I mean,
Yay.
it's always the Mustangs, man. It's always the Mustangs. Anywho, so I mean, don't you think that maybe you just, you know, gave it up a little bit too easy? So he's like, why do I have to put in any effort for it?
Oh. Well, how do we change that?
Don't give it up.
Okay, you gonna give me some advice?
By making him wait, or finding a guy who, you know, is down to fuck, but also build something too.
Well, I don't know where to find them.
Do you like?
See, I swear that women have just had this innately in them, to where they know that they can get a man to do something for them as long as they hold out on, or as long as they only give pussy whenever it's worked for, or like whenever they notice effort being put in. But nowadays, women don't fucking understand that. Like, they really have no idea what the fuck he means whenever they're saying just wait, just don't fuck. Y'all aren't as, I mean, y'all have a sex drive, but nowhere near like a man. Some women have crazy sex drives, but not really. And compared to some men, it's not shit. Men will do whatever the fuck they have to. Men will fuck each other. I don't really know how else to describe the fact that men will do whatever the fuck they have to bust a nut. And women, y'all don't really have that need. Y'all do kinda, but you could just get a vibrator and finish yourself off, and it's like damn near the same thing. Well, kinda, it depends. But women, like, y'all don't really need that shit. So just make the man put in work. That work will turn you on, and then the sex will be better, and everything will be better. Like, women, Like the ball's in your court and you're fumbling in it and you're watching it and you're just waiting for someone to pick it up. Like, nah, bitch, pick that shit up. Like just put 2 and 2 together and figure that shit out.
Good guys though, or do you want somebody who's gonna treat you like shit?
Good guys.
50-50.
She's different than me.
50-50.
I don't like the whole treat a woman like shit and that's the way to get her. I'm not a fan of that.
So why do you keep chasing the guys who aren't really chivalrous with you?
Because I don't know what I want.
I don't know.
We needed this wake-up call.
Why is that a thing?
What's your biggest?
Why do y'all not think about this? Like, I mean, not all women, obviously, but I just feel like most women nowadays, they don't even reflect on their choices. Like, they don't want to just figure out the problem. Like, it's not that hard to figure out what you're doing wrong. You're obviously falling brain shit, guys, because you like that shit. But if you're gonna do that, at least like make some standards, like to the type of effort that he has to put in. Let's you want flowers bought for you. That's the first thing you said, is that you want a man to bring you flowers. So make that a thing. Make sure that he brings you fucking flowers, and if he don't, then don't give him your flower. It's simple.
Pet peeve about dating?
First of all, could we be on a first name basis? My name is Melissa. What's your name?
Osaze.
Personal question. So we gotta
Hey,
get to
that's a saucy name, man. Osaze. I might keep that in mind. That name is dope as fuck. I got my son's name is Kato, which I think is the dopest name. But Osaze, that motherfucker clean, man. No homo for crushing on your name.
know each other first.
I mean, how deep are you trying to go?
Let's be deep, man. This is a platform for you, right? You want to get to know people on the streets?
Well, I'm really showing you off to the
Are you
world.
drunk?
Hey guys, single, ready to mingle.
I can see why.
Just kidding.
Okay,
I
so-
started dating someone like 2.5 months ago. Wish me luck.
How's it
This is why you're gonna be single. What is wrong with you? Why would you even say that? You know you're dating someone.
going?
I think it's going good so far.
You like the way he blows your back out?
Whoa.
I'm gonna say yes.
Don't know. That's why you're single, ready to mingle, because you ain't putting that work in.
Any tips for the guys out here?
Ooh, let the girl go first. Take your time. Clitoral stimulation and lots of kissing.
How much should a man spend on a wedding ring?
Ooh, man, it should be at least 25% of his salary.
I know what kind of ring I want. I couldn't
What?
tell you how much it costs. So
25%? That's crazy. I mean, I've heard the 3 months of pay, like 3 months of salary. I think that's fair. Which 3, 6, 9. I'm a dummy. I guess that is 25%. That is crazy as fuck. What the fuck I look like? I better be. That's why I don't want to get married, because I know that women have these expectations, and I'm not doing that till I got bread, dog. I'm not wasting 3 months of 3 months of work, 40 hours a week, 40, 80, 160 a month times 3, so 160, 320, 320, 60, 80. 480 fucking hours of work. I gotta break my back for 480 hours just to buy you a ring. Eat a dick. What? you better have given me 10 children by then, because what in the fuck? Like, that is crazy.
we'll just have to figure that out when we get to that point.
What do you think it costs, though? Give me an estimate.
I'd probably, just because knowing how expensive jewelry is, I'd say at least like 10K.
That's fair.
So he's gonna spend $10,000 on a wedding ring for you. What does he get in return for that?
I thought they was gonna say something crazy, like 25,000, 50,000. Like, so that if she's only expecting a ring to be 10,000, that means all Buddy got to do is make 40K a year. Yeah, she got some pretty average standards. I respect that. I thought she was gonna say something crazy like 50,000, to where she needs to have a 100,000 there.
I mean, if he wants to marry me, he's gonna get a wife.
So he has to buy you.
No, he doesn't have to buy me, but the ring that I like, if it's 10K and you want to marry me, like, that's what I want.
He's literally
a purchase.
spending money to put a material item on your finger to call you his.
He's not buying me.
That's buying
We're
you.
already in a relationship. We're just taking it to the next step.
I mean, if you look at it, almost every single thing is prostitution and dating. Like, whether you take them out on a date or whether you pay them money to fuck. Regardless, as long as you get pussy in, it's prostitution. Just like marriage. Like, I mean, there's always this stigma on this shit, but it's not always bad. Like, it makes sense. But if you're just selling your pussy, then yeah, it's bad. But if you're actually making this man put in a date and actually like giving you memories and shit, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's better than like what's the other alternative other than just giving yourself away?
So why get the government involved with a contract on a piece of paper? What
Which
changes?
is why I don't want to get married.
Taxes.
That's the only reason why I want to get married.
What's it worth him spending 25% on a ring for you?
For me, let's just think about the old school definition of why people would buy, a wedding ring, because the wedding ring is your first investment into your marriage. And say, like I said,
What about a
you come on
marriage?
hard times, this and that happens. A wedding ring
Or a
should
wedding.
be something that if it came to that, you should be able to give that away or invest that into something so that you guys are not on hard times. So if you just spend $100 on that, it's not like it's an investment into your marriage. It's not just I'm spending 10, 20K to have her be my wife. It's an investment into your marriage. It's the first step into that.
So she really thinks that she would be okay if her man lost his job and she lost his job, and he's like, you know what? You see that gift that I gave you to symbolize our love and our commitment to each other? I'm gonna need that back because I need gas money. So she's gonna be okay with that. I call cap, man. I call cap. It sounds nice. It does sound nice. It does sound like love. But I don't believe with how women are nowadays. I think that they would rather leave their man, keep the ring, and just find another man to take care of them.
If you wanted to go to the club and get laid, how easy would it be?
Very.
What would you do?
I
my
actually
legs.
wouldn't have to do much.
Okay, so walk me through you going to a club tonight.
So I would just go out, and the biggest thing is just making eye contact with someone, smiling, whether it's across the room or if they're right next to me.
It's gotta be
And then it
lovely.
depends, right? So if it's someone that's making eyes at me, then I let them do the work. If it's someone that I have my eyes on, I go up and introduce myself so they know that I'm there.
And then if you were like, hey, do you want to hang out later? Then 9 times out of 10, that guy is probably going to be like, fuck it, yeah.
Absolutely.
You think a guy could do
99
the
times
same
out of 10.
thing?
Out of 100.
Women hold the pussy, so women have the power.
So women manipulate with pussy.
It's not manipulating,
It is.
but they can use it to get what they want.
Grooming?
Why isn't it manipulating
That's
if you're
manipulation.
using literally what you know somebody else wants as a power move?
Well, because not everybody has bad intentions when they want something.
That doesn't mean it's not manipulation.
So it's
though.
not manipulation.
I wouldn't think so. No.
What's the
if you
definition
have
of
genu-
manipulation? Manipulate, handle or control a tool, mechanism, etc., typically in a skillful manner. Control or influence a person in a situation cleverly, unfairly, or unscrumptiously. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely what the fuck. You're definitely manipulating then, because that's a really broad definition. I thought it'd be more something like they have to be tricked or something. I don't really know. I just thought it'd be more specific than that. But yeah, you're definitely manipulating.
genuine intentions, then I don't think it's manipulation.
How much money do you want your man to make?
Oh, I don't care about money. Like, I want him to be able to provide for himself and be
Yeah,
able to like
yeah.
take me out on like decent dates. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. But
so-
just, I'm not a big money person, so.
So how much does a decent date cost? Are we talking like ice
Like
cream
Superica.
or steakhouse?
Superica, Harvard,
For 2 people? Yeah. 80 minimum.
$80 minimum?
minimum.
That's
See,
decent.
we're simple.
No, but
Yeah.
actually you could go out to a coffee shop, so like a coffee date.
Yeah.
$10.
$10. No, you'd be fine with that long term?
No, not long term.
I think like once a week, a nice date.
Once a week.
Like 100.
Okay, once a week doesn't. It's not that bad. Like, don't get me wrong. It's definitely not that bad. But like, I just wouldn't really. I mean, I guess it'd be cool. But once you have kids and shit, it's not really an option anymore unless you have a maid or a babysitter always. Like, once you have kids, the dates go up like twice as much because you have to pay for someone to watch your kids and let you bring them with, which then it still costs more too. Like, if you're just dating, then yeah, I could see that as being like something cute that you do where you just take your girl out on a date like every Saturday or something.
$100 minimum for a nice date.
Okay. That sounds a little.
Okay, so how much? So I mean, how much should he spend for a first date then?
First date?
Yeah.
Maybe 80. Yeah, I'm sticking with 80.
You want a man to spend $80 on a
Like
first date for you and him?
drinks, a decent dinner. Like I just said, that restaurant that we just came from, that would have been fine.
Okay. So
We
what?
just spent like
$40 each.
Yeah.
Alright, so what makes you think a guy should take you to dinner for the first date?
Well, I love food. So that's a really, well, for me personally, that's a great way.
I've never heard anyone say they hate food, so I don't know. It just made me laugh thinking about it.
Intentional conversation. I want to sit down, have conversation, have good food, have a drink.
Get to know each other.
Yeah.
What about going to, like, I don't know, the park for a walk?
Yeah.
But that doesn't involve money.
That's okay.
That's really scary unless you're doing it in the daytime. Why would you? If I was a woman, I would never in my life go on a first date with a man in a park. That just sounds dumb as shit.
It's okay.
Okay.
That's all right.
If
It was
it's
thought
casual.
of. It was thought of. You planned it. You're like, let's go to this park. Let's go on a walk. No.
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 Not if it's.
If you're making
What did they
100K,
say?
To this park. Let's go on a walk. No.
No.
I can't hear it, man. There's so much background noise. Bitch in the back got a big booty.
if you're making 100K, how much do you want the man to bring?
If I'm making 100K, how much do I want my man to make?
200.
Probably also 100K.
Well,
Maybe a little
duh.
more, if possible.
Well, not duh,
What
but it's duh, because that's how women are.
If he was making 40,
If I was making 100 and he was making 40, I have to go with
That's not my man.
probably not my man. That's what she said.
I would say I need at least like 6.
See, it wouldn't even be that bad. Like, if women wouldn't just make it seem like it's such a big deal and make it seem like they ain't shit for doing it, it probably wouldn't even be like that judgmental. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but it wouldn't be as bad if they was just like, yeah, well, yeah, I wouldn't want to be with him. Like, it would still be bad, but not as bad as what they make it seem. Like, they're like, and they fucking freak out about this shit. It just makes it seem like they're saying something horrendous when it's pretty typical for women to feel that way.
60 to 70.
Yeah.
But with me saying that, then women should also understand that whenever men say they want a bitch with big titties and big booty, that it's not something horrendous to say. It's just something typical.
so why is money such a big factor to you?
I think just in terms of like lifestyle, like the things that you would be able to do at 100K, like let's go out to eat, let's go book this vacation, let's go do that. If they're at 40K, it's like you can't really just do that all the time like that with 40K. Like you gotta like save up, you gotta wait a second, you gotta nope, can't do that time. And like that's not the biggest problem, but it would just be easier if things were matched.
But I mean, you're bringing 140 if it's you and him.
Are we living together? Are we?
This is your man though.
Are we splitting all our bills? Is it just like me, I'm 100K and he's 40K, but we live separately? Like that's different.
I mean, would you be fine
Why?
paying the bills if you
Why
were
would
bringing
you even-
100 and he was bringing 40?
Probably wouldn't want to do that. No, I'd rather just.
I mean, that's fair. Right? I get that. But why would you want to even be with a man that you don't want to live with? Like, I've heard that shit so many times of people saying that they don't want to ever live with their spouse. Well, not so many. I've heard it more times than I thought that I would ever hear it. So that's a lot to me. But I just don't see what the fuck. Why would you not want to live with your spouse or your man or like your woman or whatever? Like, why would you not want to live with your partner? Like, regardless or not, if you don't live together at that time, eventually you will want to work towards the point of you moving in together, which means that he's still gonna be making 40,000, you're still making 100,000. So like, regardless, he's gonna be moving in with you. I don't get that thought process that she just had.
Just live by myself.
How easy?
Yeah, that was the end of that. Well, there's more of the video, but the video's already long anyway, so I'm in that there. But yeah, please leave a like if you got anything to say about the video. Let me know down below. You know I read every single comment, and if you fuck with your boy, would you please give me a subscription? With that said, deuces.
I'll risk it all for the gang. Slide through traffic with this little smack stick. Niggas always talk tough, but they won't clap shit. Bad bitch to you niggas, but we treat her average. If she ain't talking chicken, we gon' give it back quick. She in love with the drip and she all on my dick, but the bitch only cute, I can't go for that shit. You niggas is sad and don't care about no bag. Just worry about facials and titties and ass. That can't be me. I got see my niggas heat. We got it.